Archangel Gabriel, who's the Archangel of Water. And this is the Scorpio full moon. So we're going to get started in just a moment. I'll describe a little bit of what I do and how it works, and then we'll just go in and do it. But one of the notable things that I have to say about this Scorpio full moon that we're in, it just happened a few hours ago, but we're still in the energy, is that it's very much about like purging, like the sign Scorpio. It's the scorpion. It's like the scorpion's tail or the sting, the transmutation of poisons to medicine. Also, serpents, snakes are very connected to Scorpios, the shedding of the old skin. So this is a real cosmic opportunity to clear some layers that, let me turn the pings off, to clear some layers of energy, programming, other people's energy, maybe from other lifetimes or whatever it is. So there's a real cosmic opportunity to clear those layers so that you can more easily ascend and enhance your own energy and frequencies to ascend to higher levels, basically. So let me say a few quick hellos. I'm giving the live people another minute to get their notification, then we're going to dive on in. So hello, Melissa, welcome. And hi, MDR. Hi, Mary. Hi, Chris. Hi, Angela. Hi, Laura. And Doreen. And anybody else? Anybody else out there? Well, you guys have been having a nice conversation. It's just a handful of you. We've been having a great conversation here. 3, okay. Anyways, hello, Kathleen. Hello, Yana. Yana, you made it. Very good. Very good. And Yvonne, hi. Hello. And so this will be, again, this transmission, this energy, it'll be a good opportunity to really clear things that have been hanging around that you don't really need anymore. I mean, everything's changing. The old is changing. The old structures of the world are falling. New, more enlightened ones are going to take their place. This is a real changing of the guard here on planet Earth, a real powerful shift. This is a very powerful full moon. There's 5 things to know about this full moon, well, more than 5 things, but I did a video recently, a live stream, that if you guys haven't caught that, it's on the channel. We did that one Saturday night. So that information will be really helpful for understanding these energies. And basically Scorpio, that's like Pluto. That's sort of the primal soup, as it were, the transmutation. This is about being alchemist, basically. It's a very alchemical energy. So it can change like that lead to gold, right? So energetic, hardships, lead is, very weighty. It's very non-yielding. So we can turn that kind of energy that's been weighing on us and all the stress in the world and all the control systems, the programming and everything, we can use this energy to transmute that into gold. To transmute that is to fuel for our ascension and for attaining higher levels of connection with spirit, God, and source, and all that really, really good stuff. So anyways, a couple more people got on. Hi, Katie. Hi, Millie. Hi, Line Desbians. Welcome. Hi from Canada. Welcome. Having a lot of people coming in from Canada, and of course, we love you, Canada, and the rest of the world. Well, it's north. Yeah, we may get towards the weekend another Aurora show if you're far enough north for that. But anyway, let's talk about what we're going to do, what and who the master teachers are for the benefit of anybody new. And we'll do this powerful full moon transmission. So full moons, new moons, and then there's different portal energies throughout the year. But the full moon is that's when the psychic energy, the emotional energy is at its most powerful. Planet Earth is very unique. It has an extremely large moon in comparison to the size of the Earth. And it's so large and so close that it's able to maintain the integrity of the orbit around the sun so that we don't like pull out into space or something like that. It's so amazing. It's like the exact, from our distance on Earth, when the moon and the sun are in their average distance from Earth, they're the exact same size in our perspective. So with all these like things lining up, you might think that maybe it's actually a satellite that was given to this Earth to make sure that the Earth stayed. And that's a relevant theory, but I'm getting a little bit sidetracked with that. And let me get more to the point that that when the moon is full, it's in an opposition with the sun, so it's creating a very unique gravitational force physically on the Earth. And of course, the moon is about water. The moon controls the tide. So does the sun to a lesser degree. So when they're in opposition, it really enhances that energy. It kind of almost like elongates our energy field. It kind of pulls the water up, so to speak. So it opens up our chakras more. It opens up our energy fields more, and it allows us to be more receptive to these higher frequencies that are affecting the Earth and affecting us on the collective level all the time. So we like to do transmissions and work around the full moon. Then the new moon's another interesting time, because the moon and the sun are in an exact conjunction. Now they're in an opposition. So we're kind of getting the gravitational coming from one fixed point. So it's a different energy and a different feeling. And therefore we do different types of energy work around the new moon also. Now in the sign Scorpio, see, the moon is exalted in Taurus, in at least in Western astrology. So the two most powerful full moons of the year based on astrology are this one, the Scorpio full moon, when it's in opposition to the sun in Taurus, and then around the end of October or into November, whenever the Taurus full moon takes place. That's the other one. So the moon exalted means it tends to be more powerful in the sign of Taurus. So these are the two powerhouse full moons. And Scorpio is that Pluto energy, like the underworld, that deep purging, that deep dredging up of all the old timelines, all the old stuck traumas and dramas from this and other lifetimes, personally, collectively, and in humanity. And we've had a big collective purge already, but we still need more purges along the way. It's a constant. As we keep ascending deeper and deeper, things start to leave our energetic fields, both personally and energetically. So we're going to do some energy work to raise the frequencies to assist in that process in a safe way and in a very powerful way. And it's also a very psychic energy. Scorpio is a very intuitive sign, so it really opens up those psychic senses, especially as we clear all the filters, which are a lot of it's from society, a lot of it's self-imposed, from this lifetime, other lifetimes, karma, and all that stuff. So I started to do work with the master teachers in 2010 when I met a channel in the Woodstock area named Susie Mazzoli. And I kind of had a somewhat jaded opinion on channels, only because I'd seen, I've gone to different, events, and one of them, in my estimation anyway, was phonier than the next. So I was a little bit, I wouldn't say down on it, because I knew it was a real thing. But then I saw Susie's flyers and spirits saying, "No, this is different. You want to go to this one." And boy, I'm glad I listened, because she's the first time I experienced energy channeling, like what we're going to do tonight. And it nearly knocked me right off of my chair. It was so powerful. So I worked with her in different groups for about 2 to 3 years. Different points along the line, the master teachers through her saying that I was going to channel them and do that work one day. And I kind of scoffed it. I said, "Oh, no, I'm a medium. I'm not a channel. No, it's not going to happen." But then maybe less than a year into the pandemic, when we were all home a lot, I just on the lark, I got this feeling to try energy channeling. So on the lark, I did it on Facebook. I had 3 separate people email me talking about their experiences. 2 of them describe what's known as gamma experiences, or crown chakra openings. It was, and that was just my sign to continue to do this, basically. So that's kind of the background story. And they define themselves as interdimensional beings that work with us now, because we're awakening, humanity as a collective species. We're in our awakening. It's kind of like our shift from crawling to walking, or in Star Trek terms, gaining warp capabilities, basically. So we're in that now, and these beings, they're part of consciousness, part of collective consciousness. They accessible to all of us, because they're just part of the field. But they'll come to the earth, just like maybe, a million years ago, they came to Pleiades or Arcturus as they were on the threshold of their big, breakthrough awakening. So they come and they work with physical channels because they're energy, they're not physical. So they use a physical vehicle to manifest and express. So it's through me and other people like me that do this similar work that they're able to activate you, because I'm going to be leading the meditation. And if you're able to stay present and open, you're keeping your mind from wandering. If your mind does wander, just bring it back to the meditation. They'll be able to access your fields also. And with the cooperation of your spiritual team, meaning your higher self and your guides, they will allow us to work with your field. So it all happens based on you have some permission that's granted through your higher self, basically. Like, in other words, they're not just going to impose and come in and force your frequencies to rate. No, you're agreeing to this. I mean, you wouldn't be here if you didn't want to do this, but you're agreeing to this on a certain level. So we honor safety. So we do this in a very safe way, but it is a frequency. And when frequencies increase, sometimes it releases things that are stuck in the energy fields, especially tonight when we are working on purging and releasing stuck energies. That can get uncomfortable. So if that happens, do your best to breathe through it. Nothing bad's going to happen. Sometimes even when we meditate sometimes and we get present, we start to dissolve the filters between the conscious and subconscious, and we are programmed or conditioned, whatever word you want to use, to suppress all pain, including traumas in early life. Even as children, we do that. So when we start to dissolve the filters, well, what we suppress, which is usually traumas and things we don't want to look at, start to rise to the surface. And it usually registers as things like anxiety, depression, and those types of emotions. So long story short, it's natural if you start to get feelings like that. Keep breathing and it'll pass, because the energy will release, and that's the idea. It will pass and you guys will be okay. So anyhow, let me just take a quick check of what you guys are saying. And all right, so you had some Reiki, so that's perfect, Mary. Great. Oh yeah. All right, so very good. So 17 likes. We can do better than 70 likes. Yeah, let's like this if you're liking what we're doing, and maybe more will benefit from this. All right, thanks for reminding me. Yes, it's 14 posts, 12 a.m. I didn't mean to do that. Hello, hello, hello. All right. We have a few more people come in. I think we're complete with the definitions or the descriptions. 13 something, so it's definitely time. So let's just start to tune into our breath now. They're already here. This is good. But let's just take a moment. Let's just join in breath. The idea is that the more that we're able to join energetically. Now we do this live too. I'll be doing more sessions in Kingston and other places, but over the internet like this, we still connect energetically. They're not of time and space. I could be on Mars, you could be on the moon, and you could still feel the energies, basically. So it's just feel like, well, we can facilitate that just by kind of breathing together. So let's all together. Let's take a nice big inhale. And they're teasing. They say, there's a delay, right? My guides are telling me, there's a delay. All right. Well, you guys will all be breathing together. I'll be breathing 10 seconds before you. But anyway, inhale. Hold for a second. The next exhale, release. It's all about raising vibrations. Inhale. Hold for a moment. The next exhale, release. So as we inhale, inhaling love and light and joy. Exhaling, releasing all toxic energies that we don't want. Again, Scorpio deals with poisons and medicines, so the Scorpio full moon will release poison or transmute them into medicines. Just like venom can be a very valuable medicine if in the right dosage, or it can be very deadly poison, right? It's all how it's applied, right? So definitely feeling the energies increasing. So feel your shoulders relaxing, chin and cheeks relaxing, temple and forehead relaxing. If you're able to relax these principal points of tension, your whole body will follow suit and go into relaxation. Shoulders, chin, cheeks, temple, forehead. Feel a nice wave of relaxation coming over your body and around your body. Breathe, relax. We are raising the frequencies. We are with this channel, one with this channel, yet separate, as we are one with you, and we are the master teachers, and we are bringing the frequencies up right now. Just breathe in love, light, joy, exhale, and consciously release as we increase the flows that will assist you in shedding the old skin and the layers of energy that were once useful, that's not negative or bad, but no longer serve you where you're going in your ascension and in your transmutation into higher frequencies, into higher realities, into higher wisdom and knowledge of who you are. You know that you come into this physical world as a spirit, a being of light. Maybe you've had other lifetimes. You have a certain soul resonance, a soul signature, as it were, and you come into the new body. You interlay that soul signature into the new physical body. And alas, you have karma. You have soul memories. You have memories of who you are beyond the flesh, beyond the physical, who you are as energy, spirit, source, one with source. But you forget. That is part of the rules of the physical matrix, the 3D, which is a classroom. It is a grade, as it were. Some of you are in 8th grade, some of you are in 11th grade, but we're all coming together in one big happy family of evolving children, learning to crawl and to walk and to ascend and to join all the ascended beings on the 5th dimensional and higher ascended earth grid, the higher earth planes, the crystalline earth, beaming light and love from the central sun through the cosmos, through the different layers of your own being and different layers of reality, thus creating your reality. You come here to earth in the physical to master the physical, to master energy. And part of that is learning how to consciously manifest your physical reality. Aha. And we are tapping into one of this channel's funnier stories about being a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, kicking over the furniture, just very, very angry little toddler. Toddler on a mission, on the warpath, ha ha ha. However, this channel had remembered fairly recently, after hearing all the stories of how he was such an angry little boy, the reason he was kicking over the furniture is that he was frustrated that he can no longer move the objects with his mind. That the realm that you came from, the astral planes, the 5th dimension, you had the ability of, shall we say, telekinesis, although it's not physical. But when you come into the world, you forget the ability of how to move objects. Objects are energy, just like you. Everything is energy and frequency. And if you align your frequency in a certain way, then you start to master the physical in that way. You start to learn how to move things, how to change things, how to change the quantum composition of reality, of matter, of certain objects in order to transcend, in order for those objects to transcend into a higher valence or higher frequency. In quantum physics, it would be a higher orbital of the electron, yes, or subatomic particles. We are raising the frequencies. It is time to remember, and in order to remember, let's purge that which is blocking the memories. So we will work with some toning, with some sound current and light language, which are patterns of sound, language, as it were, from other star systems, other dimensions. your higher self, as well as your DNA, dormant DNA, and your higher receptors of energy, frequency, and knowledge do understand, even if you don't, and respond in kind. So relax, breathe, enjoy the transmission, please. Set the intention, open your heart, feel love, gratitude, feel your heart essence expanding in compassion and gratitude and coherence through and around your body. Allow your heart and your fields to be open, expanding and increasing the vibrations, and we are assisting by raising the frequencies, allowing the energies, the flows to increase within you and around you, to assist in the ascension, to move more energy, to release what's blocked and what's stuck in your path to perfection in this lifetime, as well as in the spiritual realms. And as you master the ability to manifest your reality, you become more aligned with your higher self, who you are, a spirit, as that is part of your lesson and learning. And who knows, as you ascend even further and approach enlightenment, you may redevelop the ability to move physical objects with your mind and intention. Of course, in the case of the channel, and many of you, or some of you, may be able to relate. You come into the physical and no longer have the ability to just move things in your mind because it's much more dense, or to fly, or all of that stuff that you can do when you are out of the physical and more in your spiritual bodies and your spiritual realities. And at the end of the day, when it's all cleansed and cleared, when the energies are flowing back the way they should, when you are reconnecting with your higher self and source, you just flow. It's just like magic. You are the wind, the water, the rain, the ground, the earth. And you redevelop the ability to change matter, to bend physical reality consciously, for we know that most, if not all of you, have experienced this type of non-dimensional reality where you've literally defied physical law. Just relax and breathe. We are going to increase the frequencies, create more energy between the atoms, stronger flow, to release those very, very deep, stuck experiences, as it were, energies. To purge, to clear, to ascend. Relax, breathe, allow sound currents as well as the frequencies to flow freely through you. back, breathe aloud. This is a story of birth, rebirth, death, birth, rebirth. And this energy of reset, you step into the chrysalis, the cocoon, place of stillness, darkness, the void. Imagine or visualize within the pulses of light, of sound, of energy, there's those spaces of non-existence. For you are half void, half matter, oscillating at supersonic speeds between those two aspects of physical reality, the manifestation and non-manifestation, which you capture that energy, that pulsation. That's when you step into the quantum field. That's when you vibrate with spirit. That's when you become powerful manifestors of your reality, because you're not caught up with the outcome. You're not caught up with the physical, the wants, the desires, what we don't want. You're just energy. You're just doing as nature does, flowing, vibrating. And as a conscious being, a beacon of light and frequency, as conscious beings, illuminators, pulsators, generators, you are creating in this physical 3D your own story and your collective stories. Will your stories be created from blocked, suppressed emotions, from stuck energy from this and other lifetimes? Or will it be through transcendence of the darkness of human nature, which isn't negative or evil? It's just the unknown. It's just what is forgotten. And as that has happened, as you forget who you are, that light, that divine soul with divine purpose, you also forget that that which created you takes care of you always, that spirit, God, or source never leaves your side. And once you get that, that's when you can have the faith, the courage, the trust in that which you cannot see, feel, smell, taste, or hear. But you know. And it's a separation from that source of who you are. That is the programming. Hold your roots in the earth. Hold your crown in the heavens. Hold your heart within the space of divine, of everything. For all that matters is this present moment, this now. This now, this moment is your birth, it is your death, and everything in between. As you transcend that, you allow us and your guides to work with you more powerfully. Time to clear those old stories. It is a new you. It is a new earth. It is a new era, a new epoch of your collective development, where the remembrance begins, starting with the remembrance of who you truly are. Not your body, not your thoughts, not your feelings, but rather the observer behind those eyes of yours, those intentions. And as you purge, clear that which the observer can become more of an active participant in the creation of your nirvana, of your perfect universe. We are of the collective, you know of as Archangel Gabriel or Gabriel, working with the master teachers. We work with flow, with divine consciousness, universal intelligence, the ability to communicate on all levels, telepathically, verbally through your language, and most important, communicate with the cosmos, the different aspects of your being, and leading to the realization that you are of a higher frequency, that you are one with all and all with one, separate manifestations of that divine whole with separate missions to experience separate things to bring back to that collective. We are working with the ascension grid, with divine diamond crystal white light energy, 5-dimensional frequencies and higher. Just allow this to flow. Let the stuck energy, the darkness, just naturally dislodge and clear, reassimilate back to the light, back to the oneness, back to the wholeness. Feel your heart open, though we should. Make sure we are grounded. Feel your roots extending from your root chakra, from the base of your spine, opening through the sacral, through the belly, through the solar plex, helping to ignite and enhance and hold the higher heart frequencies. Bring that to your throat center, the center of communication, being able to hear and sense spirit and higher energies, higher beings, your guide, your angels, and the higher aspects of your own wholeness self. Visualize beautiful diamond white waters, the electric waters, flow through you. And as these electric waters, diamond white colored waters, flow through you and around you, they pull away all the blocks and cogs of this and other lifetimes of the programming machine of those that wish to keep your species at bay, cut off from divinity, and in panic fear mode, indefinitely to maintain the control. But that is not written into your cosmic story at this time. There's a different timeline that is emerging, one of humanity breaking free, and it starts with you, the forerunner. That is you. You would not be here, not this long in this transmission. You would not be here if you were not part of team spirit, as it were. The forerunners who awaken ahead of the curve, who've been ahead of their time, maybe ostracized, maybe criticized, maybe lonely growing up because you are different. But it's different is a good thing. You come into the world with a purpose. That's to ascend and take others with you. So we are here to help with the flow of energies. When your energies flow without obstruction, you are healthy. You are more connected to spirit. You are opening to new gifts, to new knowledge, new ideas, and a new path becomes laid before you. You work with the master teachers now to raise the frequencies. We're going to bring the energies up now. Coming to the heart of the transmission. Imagine you are in a beautiful violet pyramid now, enhancing the energies. Your roots are going into the earth. The energy streams through you and around you from the cosmos to the earth and circulates back to the cosmos again. You become a perfect circle with no circumference. You just are. Raising. We say this a lot to help you to tune into these raising frequencies. Uyo yadanitia patasyono nea hishio deditia manona eshashu sisipa mahumea hedododia shotia dedea hiadoya yasiado babachyo yahihahanyo. You're transmitting the light code frequencies to trigger your body and energetic fields for release of the really deep stuff now. You are ready. Ya no no do do hia to si ma homa ma humia no sa hea ho te ya ba shiona. Yato so sia da viato so kia de mia no haya Osho sisia de pa kwasumana muni no mane o mania no tindia isha to ka papa to so tia papa to nyana kache nya pa oh ya do ya da papa kanga na ya da ka papa mama ya ya na ya na yo ni yo mama yo We raise the frequencies, completing the transmission. Relax, allow, breathe. We understand many of you are doing very well in this transmission, both live and as video, because we do not feel too much energetic backup. That's how we know. Continue to just let it flow. Be vehicles of this frequency, not receptacles, but let it flow. That's when it works. Relax, breathe. Start to feel the energies ground. Be aware of your roots. Let the energies flow from above through your crown, circulating through your body, channeling down your center line through your chakras, your main central chakras, through your root into the earth in a spiral. We shall assist. Keep this visualization and motion going. We will assist in awakening dormant strands of DNA that you are personally ready for and collectively in this group. Within contains new superhuman abilities. Some of the great saints and masters have demonstrated, like Jesus or Yeshua and others. Let it flow. So continue to feel grounding. Feel your roots running deep, channeling these beautiful frequencies that are clearing all stuck cogged energy within your fields. Let that transcend into the earth to help her clear from the trauma, the karma, and the pain and suffering that's been suppressed into the earth fields through thousands of years of, we shall say, primitive activity in your world. It's just part of your growth. It's not bad. It's not good. It just is. Now it's time to make different choices. You are ascended past that phase. Great miracles will follow. Feel your heart open, expansive. Feel your root deep into the earth. Just take a moment to feel and visualize, but mostly feel and feel grateful in the present moment of your fondest dreams in manifestation, your fondest dreams of the earth in manifestation. Like, for example, this channel fondest dreams would be that the earth heals, that humanity stops polluting the earth, that people stop fighting and realize that we're all the same. We just have different ways of seeing it. We all want the same thing, but we just have different ways of seeing it and different ideas of how to go about that. But let's help the earth, help the conscious fields to come back to that reality and that knowledge that we're not each other's enemies. There is an enemy, there's a hidden enemy and a known enemy, but not each other's, not you, not your brothers and sisters on your world. You all want the same thing, and at the end of the day, you are all here to ascend, to remember who you are as spirit, who your extraterrestrial guides are, your interdimensional guides, who the masters are that work with you, the angels, where you came from, that you are a seeded species as so many others in your galaxy, seeded by other races from other planets and dimensions too. You part of a chain, a lineage of beings throughout your galaxy. You are where you are, and all eyes are on you because you on Earth are the ones in the big transition from primitive to ascended. We are the master teachers. We are complete. So with that, just start to feel the energies just lowering. Feel at the base of your auric fields, that luminous egg, that there's a little tailpipe that opens up, and just consciously or set the intention to release any staticky excess energy from this transmission through that little tailpipe into the earth so that you don't have staticky energy and you can sleep at night. So you want to let all the excess energies, and we raised a lot of energy or lowered a lot of energy, whatever your perspective in this transmission is. And here we are. So deepen your breath, open your eyes when you are ready. Maybe there's a solar storm. Yeah, maybe. There certainly is a lot of that. All right. Well, anyway, thank you. So I'm going to do I'm going to do a little bit of yoga. I found out today that I missed Jared's Fire Homa. That was last night on the channel. So I'm going to do my yoga and do the replay of his transmission work through mantra work for the full moon. And yeah, do a little bit of grounding, some ohms, like om, long deep ohms for the next several days. That'll help the process that we just did. So when we start at the base, I breathe in through the earth, through my earth star chakra below my feet, and I do the om and slowly spiral the energy up my center line, activating the chakras along the way. And the last M and G is about a third long, and that'll go through my throat, third eye, and crown, and then out. So do some ohms or some chanting tonight in the next few nights. And eat light, lots of water, drink lots of water. This is a time of cleansing. So as we energetically do the work to purge on a frequency level, the body is going to respond in some way. So it's going to enhance detoxing. So you may want to drink more water, eat light, good food, maybe do a parasite cleanse or fasting if you're motivated to do that. But just for the rest of the night, try to take it easy and relax. And that's what I got for you guys. So we have the video already up about the things to know about this full moon. So you can check that. And if you enjoy this frequency work and want to take to the next level, we do that on Spirit Mind Family. That's our inner core Patreon group. And I'll leave information on the pinned comment on how you can join and do 2 additional channelings per month that go to the next level, basically, because people that are on it's a Well, you can join for free, but it's a paid platform to get all the good stuff. It's just $5, but because it's paid, because people are dedicated to it, because they're spending money on it and they're returning, they're able to do more progressive work than on YouTube, because a lot of people come in for the first time. So they, we only go to a certain level with that, because we don't want to blow anybody out of the water. But anyway, that's what we have for you. I'm going to end now. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Grateful for you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. And if you want to give this video a like, and if you're new and you like what we do, subscribe to the channel, and then more of our videos show up on your homepage when you log on to YouTube, and you'll keep up more on what we're doing. Tomorrow, I've got a video on July 2025. I've been talking about that for a while. That's going to be the big shaking, and a lot's going to change. So I did a video on that. And then Thursday's video is going to be about how to make contact with our extraterrestrial helpers and the ETs and the ascended beings that are working with us. So that's what we got for uploads this week. Love you guys. Very good. And thank. I'm not seeing all of your comments, but I do appreciate them, and you guys supporting each other. That's great. I love you guys. I couldn't have asked for a better community. New Pope. We may talk about that. I didn't talk about that for tomorrow, but as I do more videos, I'll probably talk about the meaning behind the new Pope. I think a lot of you know what's going on, but anyway, all right. But thanks for your suggestions, and we love you. Thank you so much.